Is that how it goes, Ox?
Potentially, you know, maybe that's the strat. No,
they pick away the Smolder instead. Okay.
Still scale champions, but not as much scalesing every level on the cooldown. And
that's Vayne.
That's Zeus Vayne.
Okay.
Most likely Zeus Vayne into Renekton.
Theoretically, we could have 3 AD carries and a very sad Sejuani.
Alistar's still there as an engaged support. They're probably going to take AD carry on this pick. Does reveal the flex.
Goodness.
You know what? I'm going to say it. You know what's still open?
Yeah, there's a Caitlyn Lux angle, isn't there?
Not even just Lux. If they really want to go 4 AD carries, Senna is still available.
Oh, God, it is too.
The maximum AD carries in a draft.
Too many AD carries. Surely it would be.
I think Caitlyn
it's Lux instead.
It makes more sense, and it's the better duo, but it would have been so
It is still
funny.
0 permafrost.
Yeah.
Like, just nothing.
Just nothing.
A big fan of.
And unfortunately, Carrier can't use T1 Lux because he didn't get it.
Yeah, he did not. As taking some cues here all over the place. Light Binding does go wide as there is the Arcane Shift forward. We bring up the win rate as they take so much damage. Oh, the flash forward from Beryl. And that will get the flash out from Gumayushi. He has no... And he doesn't even have... Yeah, he doesn't have to do it on Zeus either. Okay, Faker is going to play his 78th unique pick in the LCK here in Smolder. We probably should have called that one out a little bit earlier.
It's such a volatile lane. You can see the pushing wave, the cover from Ona is just...
Oh, man. Well, that is a tumble that's going to get a flash. And it's auto-attack condemned. He might have just died.
It's so... Yeah, this is... I don't even know what to say to that. That's so sad.
You know how that, like, when you look at Perfect's player cam as well, oftentimes it just looks a bit sad as Ona is coming over here. Faker actually already winning out the trade regardless of that fact, as now Carrier could be in trouble. Has just ignited Deft. As Deft running out of mana just a little bit, but will still connect the W. Yoshik comes.
Do you think when you get into a game like this, Katie just mute top? You think, like, Fairfax like, hey, it's a great time. You could probably gank now. I think the Vayne's overstepping a bit. And they just literally just moved him out the call. He's in his own call by himself.
He's just actually, it's going to be a nice little catch on to Deft, who does take that delayed punch of damage.
Yeah, even only 40 CS behind.
As the Condemn comes through, the Ruthless Predator is not, it's more like a Toothless Predator here towards his top side, and that's not the cool dragon from How to Train Your Dragon, unfortunately. It's just not having any teeth and being a Renekton. And that's a bit sad, as now BDD fighting against Faker here, but Carrier is in position. Remember, it's kind of an awkward composition to start off fights with, but Ona is certainly the one. That is the flash over there from Pyoshik, just try and put Ona to sleep. As the final spark does come in, Ona can just walk on forward, but the dragon has been taken down. Mom gets mad, connects onto Beryl and BDD, but they are already out of there.
So, might be a big struggle in the late game in general.
Ooh, there's a final spark to come on through. That is still going to be Pyoshik picking up that grub. Might just be all of these going on over as T1 not looking to commit to this grub. Beryl is rotating down though, and we do have BDD in position. Okay, Sneeze does connect onto Toots, a lot of stacks, that's not too bad, but the flash forward from Beryl to try and get that snare locked in. Mom comes on through, but the slow is still going to be there. Valkyrie forward, and that is going to be first blood going to BDD on his Corki. Your inventory the entire game. Maybe that's because then you can't buy them. Okay, Perfect just wants to clear out the wave. Does stun up Zeus as he comes in. True Shot Barrage clears out the wave, but Perfect is so dead. That is going to be a kill going over to Zeus there. Getting his stuff stolen by a Sejuani when you're a champion like Lilia, yes, does feel really bad. As Glacial Prison does come forward, Beryl's like, yeah.
Giving up Singular Dragon, that's okay.
It's okay, Perfect's here to defend the turret. Perfect may not be here for much longer. As okay, there's the dash forward from Pyoshik. Does find a sleep onto one, but it's not exactly high priority there as Gumayushi did just get so far away. It's about time, almost too late for T1 to be going for a Baron, as that's a nice fadeaway there as Mikhails is going to be employed nicely just to try and mitigate that CC, but the final spark comes down. Deft has to flash to get himself out of the way, also using his barrier.
But it's possible. There's a lot of squishy members on T1.
Beryl is now probably big dead.
He's very dead.
big time.
Yeah, I was going to say
dead.
There's a lot of squishy members on T1, so maybe you can pick someone. But Barrel's also squishy and now dead, and now Baron is gone. And the question is, will Pyoshik be there in the next 5 seconds?
Well, True Shot Barrage did do a fair bit of damage. Now T1 possibly in a little bit of trouble. Pyoshik, can you get the steal? The answer's no. Ona locks that one down, but Gumiushi already dead. At the beginning of this one, Pyoshik down very, very low as Faker just explodes. Deft trying to get the extra autos in. He finally helps BDD take him out. As now Ona, he'll be taken off the board as well.
Oh, the TP back in?
Yeah, looking.
BDD pretty strong now though, picked up a lot of those kills. Carrier, you are very squishy.
Yeah, he also had to stand still. But T1, despite the fact that they did not quite find the team fight they were looking for, it is still looking dangerous.
Yeah, it's unfortunate BDD didn't kill Carrier before because he's one of the 2 Barons remaining.
Yeah.
Oh, TP flank.
All right, it's time for Perfect to shine, ladies and gentlemen. He sidesteps the light binding. That's a great start as Carrier going to be taken out first. Pyoshik going to steal the kill away from a well-deserving Perfect who just needed something in this game, for goodness sake. T1 now just trying to get out of there.
Gonna get the squishies too, but BDD just chunks these squishies. Like, if he gets a big one...
What else is there to cleanse outside of like light bindings that we see right here that don't necessarily last as long as a Glacial Prison that really does feel like your avenue into a fight? And the worst thing would be if KT wins this game and they're like, ah yes, the blind pick connects and that's going to wait. Yes, Sleep is going to come on through. True Shot Barrage is going to connect as Zeus gets himself out of there, but he's now extraordinarily low. Another flash as Carrier gets himself out of there. And T1 kind of on the rope. Yeah.
Kind of low on mana.
Banana Brush control. BDD kind of out of the fight right now, though, as there is the engage from Ona. Perfect just dashing his way out. Doesn't have the dominance. Oh my god! Okay, that's a Trinity Force proc. If ever I've seen one there from BDD.
Oh, they can just start the Baron, though. If you back up Perfect.
Yeah, he's in trouble, but isn't going to get snared. And T1, they have all of the traps down. The bowling ball's going to be avoided this time as BDD Valkyries his way in. Somehow Pyoshik's little hooves do not connect onto the traps. Beryl not going to be so lucky. Baron down to 6,000. These rockets still coming in. True Shot Barrage doing a fair bit of work. It's a flash in from Pyoshik, and he steals away the Baron. He might just die though, and there he goes. Zeus now thinks that it's his time as KT just trying to vacate the area. Perfect trying to be bouncer now to keep his team alive. Beryl, can you press Mantra and Inspire? That's the question as Faker trying to flap his way out. Oh, they're just bombing. Oh my god, the damage. And Gumiushi going to be able to take down the Crocodile once again. Nope. Ace in the hole is going to lock down Beryl. And Deft, the last Baron standing. And T1, they're looking to break open the base.
Might just be able to end the series here. 20 seconds of Pyoshik. He has ult. Beryl doesn't have ult. Sorry, Deft doesn't have ult. He needs to try and clear the wave. I don't think he's going to have a chance.
Needs to land a few more of these Qs. Try and bring that one down as much as possible. I mean, it's taking a while because the Baron buff is going to be there. True Shot Barrage now just aimed at the minions. Nexus turret number 1 is going to be taken down, though. They're trying to tank this one up as best they can. As Ona going down exceptionally low. There is the kill under the Sejuani, and Pyoshik is back up, but they're just killing the Nexus. They're just going to round 2, and KT, they're not out of the race for playoffs yet, but they out of the race for Worlds yet, but they are out of playoffs. Ignore this game here just for a little while as the steal was a bit cute there from Pyoshik. Unfortunately, it was the positioning that just did not quite work, and my god, the damage here from Zeus as well.
The call for KT should have been more immediate. They kind of hang around like, hey, can we fight this? If they'd immediately disengaged, I think a lot of members could have gotten out, but T1 smell blood in the water. See Faker flashing over just to get them low enough for the cleanup. Zeus sacrifices himself, but the team are there to clean up. And the ult damage from Guma is more than enough to execute Beryl here.
Yeah, Faker as well was pretty stacked up at this stage of the game as well. as they're just making sure that they figure out where the Deft has that flash up and available. This confirms it. Just going to push through for the win. Yep, making sure that they hold on to the wave. Save the minions is definitely an important one.
Yeah, making sure Ona tanks it so the minions stay alive. And you see, there's one last cast of minions, the backdoor bonus isn't there. He does kill the Sejuani, but once the towers are down, it doesn't matter. He can't kill Boomer and anything fast enough. He arcane shifts in, so the minions don't block him, but there's just not enough.